Following story does contain graphic details of a sexual nature. It's a disturbing report from a Pretoria nightclub which has raised serious concerns about workplace ethics and safety. A video has emerged showing what's believed to be staff members at a nightclub allegedly being forced to perform degrading sexual acts on themselves. A word of warning again that this is a graphic story of a sexual nature. In the footage, which was reportedly captured by a fellow staff member, several men can be seen lined up, some wearing only underwear. Some reports have suggested that those shown in the videos are patrons who couldn't pay their bills. An unidentified man is then heard issuing chilling instructions, threatening severe physical punishment to those who don't comply. Now, Newsroom Africa knows the name of this establishment, but has chosen not to disclose it to protect the identities of the victims. The club is yet to respond to the allegations. Let's take you live to our reporter Ziniko Mhlaba now, who joins us from the Brooklyn police station in Pretoria. Ziniko, for obvious reasons, we have blurred out most of the video content for the sake of our viewers. You've seen the video yourself. What can you tell us within broadcast reason?
Well, Michelle, I can confirm indeed that the video does really show very, very graphic details, especially when it comes to the abuse those patrons were subjected to. And of course, we are talking about young men here. When I looked at the video, I can estimate that they are between the age just over 18 and about under 35 years. So it's young men who are a group of individuals who we see being very, very abused in that particular video. But some of the elements I saw in that particular video, we saw individuals who were forced or their heads submerged underwater with those in the background. They're really shouting some serious and threatening words. In one instance, we can hear one of the gentlemen who's abusing or who's performing those abusing acts on those particular gentlemen, saying that if they do not comply or if they do not allow the abusers to really instigate those acts on them, they might die. So I did see a video where those gentlemen had their heads being submerged underwater. In another video, we see those individuals being forced to self-gratify, and they are doing that, and those acts are being recorded. But what is really shocking or worrying is the fact that those in the background, were people who were cheering the abusers on, who were laughing, who seemed as if, who sound as if they are being entertained. In another video, we see the very same alleged patrons being forced, to insert some object onto some of their sensitive parts, and that also very, very much recorded. But we also seen another video, Michelle, where these individuals then are tied with their hands and legs, joined behind, their bodies lying down, face down. So those are some of the acts we've seen in that particular video. And of course, we did try to do some groundwork here in Pretoria just to get a sense whether, any of those incidents were reported to law enforcement agencies in the city of Tshwane. And I can confirm that as far as the South African Police Service in this particular region is concerned, we reached out to them, we gave them details and briefed them in terms of what is it that we're looking for. They confirmed to us about 30 minutes ago that nothing has been reported to them. So they don't have anything on their records relating to this particular incident. So as far as authorities are concerned, nothing has been reported to them, according to the South African Police here in the Tshwane region. We also, Michelle, reached out to some of the people who might be part of the management of this particular establishment we are talking about today. One gentleman I personally spoke to did confirm that, well, he is aware that there is an incident of this nature. He was trying at the time to really get his colleagues at that management level to really respond, and he had promised that they will be issuing a statement, and that was about 2 hours ago, and the promise was that we'll get the statement 40 minutes after we had that engagement, and it's well over an hour now, and we have not received that statement. So that's where we are at this point, Michelle.
And what are police saying about investigating despite the fact that no one has come forward to lay any kind of charge?
So, Michelle, we also went to a local police station, actually, where we are trying to get a sense if they noticed any incidents had taken place, or if there were any people who came through to report an incident that is taking place within their policing vicinity. They said that in order for us to get access to that information, we need to have the names of the people who are said to be victims, so that they can be able to log that into their system, and then using the details, whether it's identity or the names of those individuals, it will be easier for them to really pick up if there was any incident that was reported, or if there's any case that's been opened. So as far as that is concerned, that's where we hit that stumbling block there. So they said that they cannot confirm and say that they did not receive any information, but they need some information from us in order to be able for them to clock that information in, and so that.
All right, we seem to have lost our connection to Zinikho Mhlaba there. He's left us in Brooklyn in Pretoria, but he says, just at the end there, he was saying police do need some information about who the possible victims are here if they are to pursue an investigation. Of course, the problem becomes that if these are at risk or vulnerable groups of people who, for various reasons, might not go to the police out of fear of any kind of reprisal, is this something that the police waits for them to come to a local station to file a charge, or is it something that they should be investigating nonetheless? Zinikho Mhlaba will continue to track that story for us.